That when Iran does have spare cash, when it does have millions of dollars to spend, it spends a lot of those dollars on proxy wars in Syria, in Yemen, in Lebanon, in Palestine. Why not use that money at home, they say, on your own people?
If you want Iran to spend more money on its own people, then stop intervening in countries like Iraq. Stop intervening.
طبق گزارش رویترز بیش از 80% اقتصاد کشور ما در کنترل این شخصه. کلیه بنیادها، آستان قدس و تولیت‌های مذهبی در کنار مؤسسات سپاه و ده‌ها هزار شرکت وابسته به اون همه در کنترل رهبری که به دستور خودش امپراتوری اقتصادیش رو از مالیات معاف کرده. غلامعلی جعفرزاده ایمن آبادی نماینده مجلس از مؤسسات معاف از مالیات خواست که در این روزهای سخت کرونایی فقط امسال داوطلبانه مالیات پرداخت کنند. اگر امپراتوری اقتصادی رهبری فقط مالیات یک سالش رو بده، اوضاع ما مردم ایران دگرگون خواهد شد.
The easiest thing I could do, in fact I could do it while you're here, would say go ahead fellas, go do it. And that would be a very bad day for Iran. That's the easiest thing I could do. It's so easy. And for all of those that say, oh, they should do it, it shows weakness, it shows, actually, in my opinion, it shows strength. Because the easiest thing I could do, okay, go ahead, knock out 15 different major things in Iran. I could do that and all set to go. It's all set to go. But I'm not looking to do that if I can. I think I've changed a lot of minds. People are very surprised that, and many people are extremely happy. Many people are thrilled, and many people are saying, oh, I wish you'd hit the hell out of them. Well, let's see what happens. But it will take place in 1 minute. I could do it right here in front of you, and that would be it. And then you'd have a nice big story to report. And I think it shows far more strength to do it the way we're doing it. And again, whether it's next week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, doesn't make any difference. Whether it's now or in 3 weeks, doesn't make any difference. But I think the strong person's approach and the thing that does show strength would be showing a little bit of restraint. Much easier to do it the other way. It's much easier. And Iran knows if they misbehave, they're on borrowed time. They're not doing well. I'd like to see them do great. I'd love to see them do great, but they're not doing well. They're doing very poorly. They're doing far worse than they've ever done before. They're having riots in their streets. They're having a lot of problems in Iran right now. They could solve it very quickly. But the easiest thing for me to do is say, okay, let's go. Let's just do it. Very easy for me to do. But it is interesting because when I was campaigning, everybody here thought that I was going to be like, it would be one day. But what I have done is I've defeated ISIS. I've rebuilt our military to a level that it's never been before. Spent a lot of money. The budgets are not so hard to fix for me, but when you're spending $1.5 trillion so far, now another $738 billion on the military. But think of it, $1.5 trillion, and we have the greatest in the world. But I think restraint is a good thing. I think it's a good thing. We have just sanctioned the Iranian National Bank. That is their central banking system, and it's going to be at the highest level of sanctions. So that just took place, and a couple of other things. We have our Secretary of Treasury here, Steve Mnuchin.
Mr. President, as you instructed me, we are continuing the maximum pressure campaign. This is the last remaining source of funds, so both the Central Bank of Iran as well as the National Development Fund, which is their sovereign wealth fund, will be cut off from our banking system. So this will mean no more funds going to the RRGC or to fund terror, and this is on top of our oil sanctions and our financial institution sanctions. Thank you, Mr. President.
Mr. Secretary. Always prepared. There's never been a country more prepared. There's never been a country more prepared. Look, as you know, we've spent tremendous, and hopefully, and we pray to God we never have to use it, but we've totally renovated and bought new nuclear, and the rest of our military is all brand new. The nuclear now is at a level that it's never been before, and I can only tell you because I know the problems of nuclear, I know the damages that, I know what happens, and I want to tell you, we all hope, and Scott hopes, we all pray that we never have to use nuclear. But there's nobody that has anywhere close to what we have.
unpinned.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, he's coming up. They're taking the bow.
Working out. See that? Yeah. Going for a jog. Yeah, I know.
Oh, he's coming up. Taking the bow.
Working out. See that? Yeah. Going for a jog.
I'm Carly Shimkus here with your Fox News update on Facebook Watch. Calls are growing on both sides of the aisle for China to be held accountable for not being transparent on where COVID-19 originated. Ashley Strohmeyer is live as Congress weighs possible payback for misleading the world. Ashley.
Good morning, Carly. Lawmakers want China to be held accountable as there is more speculation surrounding the origin of COVID-19 coming from a lab in Wuhan, China. This is a senior World Health Organization official was asked in late February if the Chinese government censored early coronavirus data and if that played a role in the acceleration of the virus. He said in part, "I don't know. I didn't look at that. I'm just being completely honest." And his mission in China was focused on what worked, not what went wrong. Senators like Florida's Marco Rubio slammed China for its handling of the coronavirus pandemic.
China's reputation globally has already been badly damaged. There are plenty of countries out there that know exactly how China mishandled this. The damage that China has suffered to its perception around the world is in many ways irreparable.
فالمرض ما يجي علينا احنا متقين الله ونصوم ونصلي ونخاف الله ومسلمين على ديننا الاسلام وعلى منهجنا ومنهج ابو بكر البغدادي. على مين بيجي المرض؟ بيجي هيك على بسلمتكم ما بخافوا الله. عشان يظلمون الناس ويظلمون السجناء ويظلمون الاخوه، ليش؟ عليهم يجي. فهمتي علي؟ هم ما جاء على المسلمين. شايفه واحد مسلم مات من المرض؟ ماتم كلهم كفار. في مسلمين ماتوا من المرض. هذول ظالمين هذول ظالمين، ما اقول لك المسلمين كلهم مو ظلام. في بدول العالم كل العالم ماتت مسلمين. يا امي اكو مسلمين بس اكو ظلام بيهم. اكو مسلمين. هذول مو مسلمين. المرض ما يصيب مسلم، يصيب كافر واللي وهذا رب العزة ارسل جنود من جنود الله. جند واحد بس، جند واحد من جنود الله.
Barron Trump is not as happy as he could be. Why did the president say that about his son? And what is life like in the White House during this time of pandemic and crisis? Barron is not getting any special treatment.
He's in his room. He's happy, but he's not as happy as he could be.